George Janko confronted an OF manager for kind of trafficking young girls. This is Jack Doherty. If you guys don't know, he's an absolute nuisance to the internet. And ironically enough, he isn't as successful as he was. And somehow in this, he pivoted. I guess he took the Andrew Tate Pimp and Hose degree course and started managing OF women. There's another word for this. 50 Cent made a song about it. I'm a PIMP. So George Janko, rightfully so, confronts him. And by the way, this podcast is called Confronting Jack Doherty.
Come on, baby.
I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
Oh, I got disconnected.
Did you really?
Oh, to make the most out of the video. So.
Jake used to have a thing called Team 10 where he used to manage people.
Yeah.
I noticed that you manage girls. Is that true or no?
Yeah.
And managing in their own.
Yeah, and like kind of all around too. But like, yeah, I mean, I help like blow them all up on social media, and they make money on OnlyFans and honestly all platforms.
Does that kind of like does that field kind of like interfere with your heart a little bit?
That's really what takes a lot of like I feel like the most space up in my head is just like because there's so many people that like depend on me and so many people I have to keep up with on a day to day and you know keep happy and stuff. It's a lot of pressure. That's really where it's at. It's like my mood is so heavily reliant on all the people around me that I'm trying to constantly keep happy that it like sometimes makes me.
I just feel
this already feels like a therapy session in the way that his tone on this is very different. Doherty's, I mean, he is a nuisance on the internet. He's the guy like trying to kiss the island boys on the mouth. He's the guy getting bullied by Fousey Tube. He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance.
Stinky man right there.
Yeah, so this is already coming off like a therapy session. Apparently he just got robbed as well for a necklace or something like that, $300,000 chain, something crazy. So this is already coming off like a very much so a therapy session. And he says, "Is that way heavy on your heart or something like that? Is that on your heart?" He goes into like, well, it's a lot on my mind. My schedule's
crazy.
Yeah, my schedule's crazy because I got to keep up with all these OF models.
Right. It's like you missed the point.
Yeah. Like it's a grimy world, bro. Like I'm assuming these girls are selling nudes.
Yeah.
I mean, like in no disrespect, this is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
Yeah, he hit him with the.
I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because at the end of the day, they all they already like want to do what they're doing, and it's just like I just actually make the money doing it because there are so many girls that actually do to make $0 and stuff.
Now that part is true.
He just said hose will be hose.
Well, no. I don't know about the first part. The second part is true.
Yeah.
Most women on OF don't make any money.
That's heartbreaking. I mean, it's heartbreaking that they're on it in the first place.
It's similar ratios to like YouTube.
Whoa.
Yeah, not exactly one for one,
okay, but
very similar. We're like only 0.01% or whatever are making money on the platform.
What's your competitive
Matter of
advantage?
fact, let's look that up. Let's look that up. In it's not what people think it is. People think you just hop on this platform and you start selling yourself that you're going to get rich. And it's actually it's a really dark and sinister proposition for people that don't know that that's the reality. There it is. Less than 10% reported earnings more than 10K.
Ugh.
Right? So there are people that make a crazy amount of money, right? The average median creator earns between $150 to $180 a month. The top 1% of creators make over a third of the platform's revenue.
So they're just leaking news to their old high school Facebook friends.
Low key. Yeah, and again, think about it. Because OF was not set up to just be what it's become. It was initially set up as like a competition to Patreon.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why it's called that.
Yeah.
So people would go on and support their creators. And then somehow, because I think they had less restrictions than Patreon, community guidelines, then it became this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, the way they actually make money on there is not through the subscriptions, which by the way, like we have a Patreon, you guys should partner with us. It's $10 a month. We're doing our best to give more perks and incentives to be there. But that with the actual money grab in this is in the constant selling of additional videos over DM. Now, think about this. If you are just a one-person show, there's only so much time in a day where you can message people and do transactions. So the people that end up making money have to be with an agency because they need people to be constantly doing the transactions with them.
That's crazy.
It's no different than like it's very different, but it's similar to like someone that creates a fitness business, right? So you create a fitness business, you help people track their macros, you give them their workout programs, and say they pay you $50, $100, $300, $500 a month, whatever it is, right?
Yep.
But at some point, you're gonna need people to help you do the coaching over the DMs with people, because people are gonna have questions. People are gonna have questions about nutrition, questions about gym workouts,
Yep.
and so you have to start scaling and hiring coaches. That's the type of folks that become wildly successful. The part, you think you're DMing with the OF creator, and it's her manager. It's Jack Doherty or Jack Doherty's assistant or Jack Doherty's assistant that's on the other side of that, messaging them to send you extra videos or pics in exchange for money.
Wow.
That's
It is.
They're doing it all for what, you know? It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year, you know?
Yeah,
So
but
it's
I
just
think
like-
you're smart enough now to know that money can't like make you happy.
his justification is that because these girls would do it anyway,
Yeah.
I'm actually providing them a good service by coming alongside of them and helping them structure their businesses in a way that they could at least be profitable, make a lot of money. And George rightfully pushes back and says, just because someone's making money, that doesn't mean that that's a win.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unethical, illegal ways to make money. The dope dealer makes money. The scammers make money,
Come on.
right? It's how you make the money matters.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you have a watch that's more expensive than any car I drive. So like, you know, from here that money doesn't make you happy. Do you think that it's like affecting your heart that you're pushing these women in a industry, in a realm that is not gonna
I
end
wouldn't say
well
I'm
for
pushing them to like do it, and I don't think it's not ending well for them. Like,
Like, did your girl do it, right or no?
yeah.
Was she doing nude?
Like not like showing her actually, like not like actually showing her.
So like that.
Wait. Yeah, not actually showing what? What are we talking about?
She's showing.
Showing something.
It's not nothing.
What is she showing?
It's less than what's already available, probably.
Yikes.
If that's your girl. Check this out. This is where it gets yuck. I mean, even more.
General, like, how did that make you feel? That like your heart was like, that's my girl, but she's also doing those pictures. Was she doing that before she met you? or-
Nah. We were together for like 6 months before we started any of that.
Okay, so like let's just stay there. Like, how did that feel with you? Like, were you like, no jealousy in your heart of like, hey, that's
No,
my
like it was like we were. It was like on like I don't know, like we both were. Well, it wasn't
you just think of it as a business.
Yeah.
I think it just gets tough in these type of industries, bro, because like it weighs on you, and you might think it's not weighing on you, but I think it. Like for example, would you want your daughter doing that?
Probably not. No.
So then, how could the mother of your daughter, for example, your father set a good example for you. You modeled after your father. He went from building roofs after roofs, putting a roof above your head, and now God willing, whatever the relationship between you guys happen, it's in God's will. But like, say you marry her. You wouldn't be proud of the fact that your wife was doing that, because then your daughter's going to do that. So if you don't want your daughter to do that,
Unless you make enough money to where your daughter doesn't have to do that. I mean, that's the whole goal with all this. So
yeah,
What?
Yeah. It doesn't work though.
Make enough money so that your daughter doesn't have to do that?
Yeah. It's essentially saying like retire your kids because that's the relative financial angle, right? Which is like I need more than what I have.
Well, here's the thing. That mentality is ran rapid by lifestyle creep. So this idea that like, oh, like we're going to be rich and our kids won't ever have to do anything like this is like, yeah, but you're missing how much your lifestyle with these watches and these chains and these cars that you have, that you're crashing on live streams, just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You're not tucking away hundreds of millions of dollars for your kid. Like, stop it.
You're not
Stop
the
it.
fire movement.
You're blowing all your money.
Financially, what is it? Financially
Independent.
retire early. Yeah, you're not that. You're not like, man, we got a life goal we're saving to.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
So it is moral relativism for sure.
Yeah.
Total moral relativism, moral decay. This is the scriptures talk about, right? Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
Hello.
Right? And so that is the golden rule. You wouldn't want this done to your daughter, so why would you then engage in it?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
oh my God, you have 35 doors. Your daughter didn't need to do that before she left your nutsack, dude. Like,
she,
you know what I mean?
she
Like,
doesn't. She won't. She'll never. My daughter will never do that. Like,
that's what I'm
hell no.
saying. So don't let her mother do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Come on, George.
Come on, George.
Come on, George.
You're just coaching.
George is pastoring.
George
George is counseling, pastoring, evangelizing all in one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when
True,
you
hey, I can start from scratch now. What's up? No,
yeah, and by the way, I'm not saying that there's girls damaged goods. I'm just saying like just fix the direction of where your guys' steps are. This is my advice, bro. I don't think there's so much to change because I think you're a strong-minded man. You'll be able to do good things. I think you just clean up things that are morally wrong. I know that you're making money off of these girls selling their nudes. They have fathers that are just absent, and at the end of the day, bro, when we
imagine their absent fathers seeing them do this for only a couple grand a month. And imagine their absent father seeing him do it for a couple $100,000 a month. That's where it's
I don't
like,
think that's gonna get them off the couch and head over. You know what I mean?
Like, the parents retired. Like, fuck. Like, they're happy.
Yeah, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 100%.
I just don't. Here's the thing: there's a lot of things that us young men will brush underneath the rug and then have our future selves deal with it.
Yep.
And
Oof.
Yep.
This man's cooking.
Yeah, because you're passing the buck down to the future version of you.
Yeah.
And that future version of you is going to have to deal with the consequences of this version of you. And the issue, I bet you if you, I don't know if they get into it. I don't think Jack believes that he can be industrious and figure out a way to not do this and still definitely not do this and maintain his lifestyle.
Yeah.
So he'd have to scale way back, live on way less to be able to justify any of this.
Yeah. No,
right?
Totally.
But that doesn't mean he can't sustain himself and can't make a strong income.
Yeah. Well, the thing with being like really wealthy and young is that he probably doesn't have the skills to analyze what he did properly to get there in the first place.
Right.
And then how maybe he knows how to do it for these OF girls because it's like, oh, just be debaucherous and blow up. But I don't think he knows how to like replicate what he's done in a clean way for a completely different vertical and take that because he just hasn't been around long enough to like analyze.
Right.
To be like, oh, he's so in the weeds.
And I think his platform, if not now, at some point served as a top of funnel to cross promote these women, meaning that people see these girls on the stream. Maybe they follow them on TikTok. Then they get into their world, and then they want to see all the other stuff.
Ugh.
So I think that's probably how the social media component is working together.
what I want to do is just get in the way of that to be like, hey, Jack, like, I don't think anybody in your life is telling you this, but like, this is going to heavily affect you. And by the way, like, do you believe in God or the universe? Like, what do you believe in?
Yeah, I believe in God.
Okay. So if you really believed in God, do you think that he's going to bless you with a peaceful heart when you're moving in this direction? Because you have everything to give you a peaceful heart.
George.
You have all the money, you have all the power, you have all the directions. You could literally point your finger at any point of the world and go and probably conquer it. But do you think God would let you go with peace? Because you're collecting money from girls that are doing things that you know you wouldn't let your daughter do. So why would you think that your father, who also is their father, why do you think he would bless you if you're continuing to do this? You already have enough. You already have enough that you could say, hey guys, you know what? Let's scratch the contract. You guys go do what you guys need to do. If you want to continue or you don't continue. But these are blood money and I don't want my hands to be a part of it anymore.
Come on.
I mean, that right there will make you in a direction of peace. And then from there, if
I
you
was just stressing the fuck out of it. Like all these bills are adding the fuck up. Like
that's where you
what
have to
did
go.
I just say? What did I just say?
Yeah.
Lifestyle creep.
Ugh.
Lifestyle creep. He's probably way overextended.
Way over.
Living in a house way too big, driving cars way too nice.
Not married, no kids.
No responsibilities outside of making more money. I gotta make more money. I gotta make more money. I gotta make more money.
Stressed about bills.
Right.
As someone that's in the top 1%.
Yeah.
Like you're in the 1% and stressed about bills. Like your bills are too high.
Yep.
Wealth is like what did I say? The wealth is the ratio from your earnings to your savings.
That's
It's
right.
not how much you make.
That's
Top of
right.
funnel.
That's right.
Here's the thing. I promise you this, Jack. I really do. I really
nah,
promise
I
you
see
this.
where you're coming from. I understand.
But if you move with God, just this one small inch. If you say, hey God, I really don't think that this is pleasing you, I'm gonna replace this. I promise you, God will replace it, and He will do it in a way where it doesn't stress you out. And if it does, then you just change a few things, but you will find more to prosper. If you do this, there will be a way that your Father in heaven will prosper you in a way that none of your work hours or money could provide you. And I really do think it starts with setting these women free. Like if
setting them free is crazy. Like,
if I have
that
to
sounds
be,
insane.
if I have
setting
to
them
be,
free. Oh yeah,
It sounds insane to Jack. It doesn't sound insane to the regular person,
Yeah,
dog.
like, yeah, bro, you're in a contract running these women's percentages of their earnings.
It only sounds insane to you, my guy. To the rest of us, we're like, yeah, set them free, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Sounds very sane.
Oh my goodness.
guys go. I'm so sorry for holding you multi-millionaires captive. As if I'm such a bad person. They're not being held captive. They all love this.
I'm not saying you're
They're
holding
doing
them
it.
captive.
They're like, oh yeah, so they love money. All these girls love money. They love clout. Like they love this.
Would you be the
This is
guy
their-
that teaches them that that's not what happiness is about?
Come on, son.
I don't know. You tell them that, bro. They love it. Like I'm telling you. Like
I'm
once
trying
they
to tell their landlord.
tell them, bro. Tell them to double their rent. Like
I feel like I hit a nerve. Does that upset you?
no,
when I say
no,
that?
not at all. No, I mean
Okay.
obviously it's just like yeah, no, not at all. But I mean,
Hit a nerve.
I mean,
I feel like I hit a nerve a little bit. No, not at all.
yeah, go ahead. Play a little bit more of this.
Real
setting them free
conversation.
sounded crazy. Like guys, like let's check all your rooms. Who you holding in here captive, bro? I bet you're doing the same. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, him. And by the way, it took me a while to get him off of. But nothing I ever say.
No,
in the
I know.
mean
I
of
get where you're coming
disrespecting
from. No, 100%.
I'm just looking at you as a little
I
bit.
don't want you to think I'm also like taking it the wrong way too. I know I
Gotcha.
take like constructive criticism. You know, I deal with reading bad comments all day long, but I kind of know how to like turn it into a positive and like figure out how to like use that as to like fix myself in a way. Like, don't do that again. You know.
I think just little moments where you could just adjust these things will help. You're caught in the. You're not a slave to money, but you're a slave to your lifestyle.
I mean,
It's like
Yeah.
you got to live on less than what you make.
yeah, hello.
And by the way, this is most people. The average American, I want to say, if I remember from data correctly,
Minus the sex trafficking.
no. Let me give me the data on this. Lives on 103% of their income. So most people are overextended
Come on now.
because most people don't know jack squat about managing money, how to live below your means.
That's a next month problem.
Right? That's the next month problem. So most people
Yeah.
are doing this. So what he's doing is deplorable.
Yeah.
But in terms of where his head is at, he's the average person walking around here just scaled up,
Exactly.
earning in an unethical way.
Yeah.
That aspect isn't that unique. It's just at scale, it's like preposterous. Like, really, bro? You can't figure out how to make it work off 100,000 a month?
Yeah.
100 like that's you can't figure that out.
You can't
Like,
scale back from 500K a month to 100K a month.
really? And so yeah, it's the same thing.
You have the
But it's
money,
like,
but
so is everybody though.
no, it's not true.
100%.
I'm not.
You're not, but I'm sure a lot of the people that work for you are, and it's just like they're
Not one person on my team is, and I'll tell you why. Because I teach
I
one
mean,
lesson that will change your
I'm
life.
not, I don't know.
Don't live beyond your means.
Come on, George.
Goodness gracious. It's like you and George are just a hive mind.
Don't live above your means.
Just a hive mind communicating to Jack Doherty.
Yeah.
Of course not. Like,
But you are, because every time I tell you to
think
do
so?
something, you say I can't because these bills.
yeah, but it's just because I want to keep, you know, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to buy a nice car or buy a nice watch. Just 'cause
Why?
why not? It's just like if I can do that in life, it's like why not?
Because it's haunting you.
It's
because
not.
if you have to keep going, or they're going to take that off your wrist, and they're going to take that off your neck.
No,
Oh,
I got
and
this.
he got robbed right after this. Hold on. Wait, did he? This was right after this.
Okay, this came out as 4 hours ago, but he probably got, let's see. Was that?
This came out right. I think he got robbed right after this, right?
This happened a few days ago.
Bro, he just robbed me. They just took both my chains, bro. Dog. Dave, what the bro?
They had a.
Where's yours? What the
Oh man.
Security said, "I'm not pulling a gun for you, dog."
Well, he may have not He may not have traveled with it. I don't know how that works, but you can't have a conceal and carry in every county you're in. So he lives in Florida. So you got your security going from Florida. He may not be able to keep it in LA with the craziest gun laws. He may not want to risk it.
No, it's probably true, but I'm saying regardless, he's like,
Yeah.
hands up, you're getting your chain snatched."
Take that off your neck.
No, I got Dave.
Dave.
I'm done, bro.
Oh man.
I'm done. I can't.
And did you see his heart hurting too when he said, "I got my chain snatched"? He was freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine freaking out about jewelry like that because you got so much money wrapped up in stupid stuff.
LA is no you got to be careful. There's when they do the whole like check-in thing when you come to LA,
It's not a joke.
that's not a joke. Especially if you run around with $300,000 chains on you. Oh man. Gosh.
I got Dave.
George is prophetic on this month.
George was prophetic, and he said, "I got Dave," and then imagine paying for security though, and then finding out that like it's a good lesson though. Let's be real. It's a good lesson for him to realize security doesn't make him invincible. Your life could get snatched next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
You're perplexed. You're heartbroken.
No, I feel bad for the kid, but I don't think I don't know if this is gonna change anything for him. That's the part that I'm like, you're just moving wrong.
Yeah.
Like you're just like across the board. If you're gonna be this guy,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be this is not how you move. If you're gonna be walking around with 3x the average income on your neck, this is not how you move. You better get jumped into a gang
30.
or something, or get some elite level Jordan Peterson level security. You've
Yeah.
never met Jordan Peterson. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no.
Navy SEAL
That's how
level.
you move.
Yeah.
That's how you move. They send somebody ahead, and anywhere he goes, like that. That's the you got to move different. So you around here, oh man. Oh, Jesus.
You're stressed for him.
I'm just.
Why are you stressed for him like that?
I'm not stressed for him.
Your face looks
I'm
like.
stressed. I'm not even stressed. I mean, I just feel bad.
You feel bad that he lost $300K and he still doesn't know what's going to fix it.
I don't think he gets it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You see a really bad mess up and then you see it happen again.
Yeah. And again, I'll take you back to the scriptures. This is one of my favorite passages. This is Matthew chapter 7. And Jesus is talking about prayer. And he says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Verse 9, which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you, then though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets, right? So even the idea of prayer and God providing for you and sustaining you is still actually connected to this idea of do unto others. I just find it very perplexing that these verses are together, right?
Yeah.
Like think about the context of this. So Matthew 6, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble, right? Right before that, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, right? So again, remember, like we read these and they're compartmentalized to us,
Yeah.
right? So we think it's like, oh, this verse is so no, this is he's cooking. Jesus is cooking right here, right? He goes from this to seeking first his kingdom. Then he talks about not judging those, or if you're going to judge, you're going to be judged with the same measure you judge others, right? The speck in your brother's eye. How you treat people. It's all about treatment of people,
Yeah.
right? Like it's all about treating people. Then he goes back to prayer. Then he has this profound saying about the human condition and how even though you're evil, you know how to give good gifts to your children. Don't you think God will provide for you and take care of you?
Come on, somebody.
But it's still sandwiched in, oh, and by the way, in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law of the prophets. I think there's so much here with regards to God's provision, with regards to God's goodness, but the how matters to God. And the how you interact with God's kids matters to God. And so I think like this is so simple, and Jack is just fumbling. Like he's just missing it. Like it's right in front of your eyes, bro. Do to others what you would have them do to you. That's what George is trying to drive home. Hey, you know you wouldn't want your daughters doing this. So why would you allow someone else's daughters to do this?
Come on.
Right? So maybe you shouldn't do this. Crazy idea.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you shouldn't be managing Peep's OF content. Right? So it's very sad. And then in here it goes into the narrow gate, right? For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life. Only few find it. And so again, let's check this out. Listen, our Logos Bible software, if we hit this word life and we hit study, again, which version of life is that?
Zoe life.
The Zoe life, right?
Come
Now,
on.
remember when Jesus says you need to lay down your life, pick up your cross, follow me, that word life is a different life. That's a psyche life. So here, this is the life. This is the John 10:10 life. I come to give you life, life in the abundance, life in the full, right? Life, abundance, property even. That's interesting, right?
Hello.
Life, living the lifetime. And so you see this word and it's repeatedly used to communicate something more profound, right? Eternal life, right? The narrow road, the small gate, self-sacrifice, delaying gratification, not getting rich quick is the pathway to abundant life. It's sad that Jack's probably not going to get this. He's not going to, he's not getting, maybe he will. Maybe
His older years.
Maybe George saying, hey, they'll take that off your neck, and him laughing and scoffing about it because he has Dave, and then Dave is like, "Had a good dog."
I mean, yeah.
Hey, Jack, man. Hey, if you're watching this, bro, I know I'm being harsh. Being harsh intentionally. Listen to George and get your butt in church. Get your butt in church. Start going to church now, and stop doing this foolishness. Let them women go free. Let them women go free. Downsize your entire life, and there's a chance that you may escape this unscathed. There's a chance. You're still gonna have to deal with some of the consequences with this, right? Because here's the deal, Jack. You don't want to be Andrew Tate.
Hello.
Like this stuff sounds cool when you're in your 20s. When you're in your 40s, you're Andrew Tate, dog.
Yeah, and then you know what you got then.
Now you got cases in multiple continents,
and then you're reading the Quran in a jail cell.
and you're trying to do Ramadan in a jail cell because you didn't want to listen to Jesus.
Yeah, you're trying to hold out to have a prison biscuit till the sun goes down.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to comment below and subscribe and all that good stuff. And check out this other video that YouTube seems to be recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.